Ang pagtuklas sa kasarian ay isang paglalakbay. Para sa mga transgender na individual, ang paglalakbay na ito ay isang pagtuklas sa sarili, pagpapakita ng tapang at katatagan. Mula sa murang edad, marami sa kanila ang nakararamdam ng hindi pagkakatugma sa pagitan ng kanilang tunay na sarili at kung paano sila nakikita ng mundo. Hindi ito tungkol sa pagnanais maging ibang tao, kundi tungkol sa pagiging kung sino talaga sila. Bawat kwento ay natatangi, ngunit may mga karaniwang bigla na nag-uugnay sa karanasan ng mga transgender. Ngayon, maririnig natin ang kwento ng isang taong may tapang na ibahagi ang kanyang paglalakbay.
So, hello. Pwede ka bang magpakilala sa amin?
Hi, my name is Chloe. I'm from Quezon City. I'm currently working as a risk analyst at a financial tech company. I also graduated from UP Diliman last 2020, and I am a proud transgender woman.
So, can you share some challenges na na-experience mo bilang transgender and paano ka na-shape ng mga challenges na yun?
Well, before pa naman, nung bata pa ako, I know in myself that I am trapped in a wrong body. Hence, I know that in the future, I will be a trans woman or yung kung anong gusto kong identity that I am, which is me right now, like this. So, ayun, because of that, I act as a feminine. I do feminine things before nung bata pa ako. Tapos, because of that, I face a lot of discrimination and panunukso even inside my family. Kasi lumaki ako with a police officer na tatay. So, you know, the struggle that you face having that kind of situation in your family where they tell you that you shouldn't do those things kasi hindi yun yung norm. Hindi yun yung dapat na expression mo as a male boy before. But in myself, I know na hindi naman ako ganun. Kaya, ina-express ko yung kung ano ako, as genuine as I am, that I feel inside as a feminine. So, dahil doon, ayun na rin yung na-experience ko right now as a trans woman. Even before, up until now, that I am like this na marami pa rin ako na struggles na na-face everyday. Discrimination, improper pronoun for me, proper address, malicious stares, prejudgment, ganyan, in my everyday life. Like, kunwari maglalakad lang ako sa labas, marami na yan mga nakatingin sa akin, tapos parang meron na silang malicious na iniisip about me because of who I am. Wala naman akong ginagawa sa kanila. I'm just being genuine or pinapakita ko lang kung ano yung gusto ko. Which is like a struggle not just for me but everyone who wants to just explore themselves or be free on themselves.
So, di ba, you said you're working and alam naman natin na hindi lahat ng tao tanggap yung mga transgender and meron silang mga prejudice. So, how do you navigate that? Paano ka nag-react sa mga ganun? Paano mo hinahandle yung prejudice na binibigay nila sa'yo?
Siguro sa mga taong hindi nakakaintindi, um, I just adjusted to that. Kasi everyday ko naman na siya na-experience. Hindi na siya bago sa akin. Like, hindi ko naman responsibility na explain sa kanila kung ano ako. I deserve the respect because I am a human as well. Hindi porket I am part of the community as a transgender person, iba na yung tingin nila sa akin. Kasi, at the end of the day, we should be equal in terms of everything. Because we are all human. We all have, or we are in the same race. We are in the same species, same kind of species. So, at the end of the day, kung ano man yung tingin nila sa akin, that's on them. Kasi hindi ko naman mababago yon kung ano yung gusto nilang paningin. Especially to those people na hindi ko naman nakakasama or minsan ko lang or like nakita lang nila ako na panibago sa kanila.
So, what's the most rewarding aspect in your journey as a transgender?
For me as a transgender person, siguro yung being genuine and being true to myself. Kasi napakahirap, lalo na sa amin, na tinatago mo yung sarili mo. Alam mo naman kung ano yung identity mo, pero hindi mo siya mailabas. So, for you to be able to show the world, even to your parents, to your friends, to anyone surrounding you, who you are, that is the most rewarding because you're finally free from being closeted, from hiding, from pretending of what you are not. Kasi when you eventually show yourself, then all of the happiness in the world, you will feel that. So, ayun for me, yung time na nag-transition na ako, I finally attest or know that this is me. Ito yung pagkatao ko dapat. And I'm very much proud of that. And I'm so happy that I chose that kind of life. And that I think is the most rewarding. Not just for me as a transgender person, but I think to everyone in this world who are still hiding. If they finally want to come out, mafe-feel din nila yung rewarding aspect na yon or yung fulfillment, sense of fulfillment and happiness.
So, ano naman yung mga changes na gusto mong makita sa workplace or sa society natin na pwedeng mag-improve sa quality ng life ng mga transgenders?
Actually, it all boils down to education. Siguro if we do have a proper, engaging education about certain topics like this, gender sensitivity, sex education, mape-prevent natin yung mga struggles, discrimination, racism, hate crimes, misjudgment, lahat yan, mape-prevent natin if we do have the proper knowledge or background about the certain topic, which in our case, the gender sensitivity. Kung alam natin kung paano yung process or kung paano namumuhay yung mga taong part of the community, especially for us transgender women, we will know how to treat them well, how to treat them better, have a respect to them, not because of their gender, but because they are also a human being. Respeto para sa lahat. Siguro yun lang naman yung kailangan yung proper knowledge to everything that we are that we should know in everyday society. Siguro improvement pa when in terms of safety for the community is to have a proper law. Hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin natin na ipapasa yung SOGI bill. Which it's not just for us, the community, but for everyone because it scopes everything for the human basic rights, for the discriminations, everything. Na hanggang ngayon, akala nila, pag nagkaroon ng ganong law, ay parang magkakaroon na ng power ang community. Which is mali yung pag-iisip nun. Kasi we are marginalized. Iba yung tingin sa atin, matagal na. So, kailangan natin ng law na yon para maprotektahan tayo. Maprotektahan kami, lalo na sa community. Ang dami sa amin ng mga transgender women na nasasangkop sa hate crime. Maraming namamatay, namumurder. Pero walang nangyayari. Hindi napapakulong yung mga may kaso. Nakakawala pa nga sila. Dahil wala tayong sangkop na batas para protektahan yung mga member ng komunidad. Ayun. Marami pang pwedeng i-improve, lalo na sa bansa natin, because we are just tolerating the community. We are not fully accepted. We are not fully accepted here. What I mean by that, tinotolerate lang natin yung community kapag nakikita natin sila na napapasaya tayo. Kapag mga bakla, kailangan entertainers. Kapag mga tomboy, sila yung mga security guards. The stereotypical na inaccept ng society as a norm for the community. Pero, hindi naman talaga tayo truly accepted. Kapag pumasok ba kami sa, meron pa nga tayong kaso, di ba, sa CR debate. Kapag pwede bang pumasok ang mga transgender woman sa CR ng pambabae. Pero, CR lang naman yon. Isa lang naman ang purpose doon. Para lang, di ba, may release natin yung dapat nating mai-release. At nagiging debate pa siya. Isa yon sa isang halimbawa na hindi pa tayo accepted. Hindi pa kami accepted sa society. So, if meron man kailangan i-improve, yun ay manggagaling sa pag-educate sa lahat about us, the community, and the sensitivity. Ayun lang.
So, that's a very thoughtful answer, no? For the last question, Chloe, as someone who's gone through transition, ano yung mga bagay na pwede mong i-advise bago nila i-take yung journey na to? Ano yung mga important aspect na pwede mong ibigay para handa sila kapag nag-transition sila?
Masasabi ko, transitioning is really hard. Hindi to madaling bagay lang na pwede mo kagad gawin. It should take time. Kasi lahat ng aspect ng buhay mo maapektuhan here. Not just the mental health, but also your physical, your financial, and also your social life here. Tsaka, pag naisip mo na, kailangan, desidito ka na talagang gawin. At ang advice ko for those who wants to transition, wag kayo magta-transition na mag-isa lang. Kailangan, meron kayong advice from the medical, from your social support, from your mental support. Kailangan lahat yon makukuha mo kapag decidido ka ng mag-transition. Kasi, scientifically speaking, your hormones will change. Your body will adapt to it. Napakatagal na panahon na you're just releasing testosterone. Tapos ngayon, magtitake ka ng foreign medicine into your body, which is the estrogen, or the female hormones. So ngayon, ang chemical reaction to your body, it will have imbalances. So on the early stages of your transitioning, kailangan mo ng mental support. Kailangan mo ng social support from your parents, from your friends, and your medical advisor. Kaya hindi madali na mag-trans. Na sinasabi lang nila na maganda lang, ganyan, gusto mo lang maging babae. Hindi ganun yon. Kasi mayroon pa siyang science behind it. And also, for the mental health, masyado kasi maapektuhan yung pag-iisip natin. Mas malala pa yung pagtotoyo. In a layman's term, pagtotoyo na may experience mo when you transition. So, kailangan, in order for you to be healthy in your mental health, you should have a ways for you to cope up to that. So, have hobby like jogging or whatever that will make you occupied para hindi ka mag-isip-isip ng mga bagay. Or have a friend na pwede mo makausap. Ganyan. So, kung gugustuhin mo, ayun yung dapat mong i-consider, yung mga bagay na yun. Kaya wag na wag ka mag-transition na mag-isa ka lang. Kasi maraming bagay sa'yo ang maapektuhan. And also, if you want to, i-enjoy mo. Enjoy mo yung pagka-transition. And i-embrace mo yung mga pagbabago sa'yo.
Ang mundong ginagalawan natin ay punong-puno ng pangungusga. Kaya naman mahirap ipakita kung sino talaga tayo. Lalong-lalo na sa mga transgender. Ang kanilang pakikibaka ay isang pagpapatunay na lahat ng tao ay may karapatan sa pagmamahal, respeto, at kalinga. Naway ang dokumentaryong ito ay magbukas na inyong mga mata at magpalawak pa ng inyong isipan, lalong-lalo na sa mga transgender.